Tamon Jones gets it going when it matters most as Henrico battles it out with rival Highland Springs. Welcome to Sportswire. I'm Will Catterley. When it comes to basketball, there is no bigger rivalry in the East End than Henrico and Highland Springs. Both have taken home state titles and both offer talented teams each season. And on Friday night, it took Henrico guard Tamon Jones some time to get into a rhythm. But it was the perfect time for the Warriors as they tried to stave off the hard-charging Springers down the stretch.
This would be a great one. Everybody's always in the mood to dance before the Warriors and Springers get together, as well as dancing grandma for Henrico. Highland Springs would be the first team to score, and they would strike first. Nice job of shielding the body from the defender to the ball. 2-0 Highland Springs. Henrico with an answer down low. Jeremiah Langley would be big early, the sophomore forward. Check it out, Tamon Jones really makes this offense run, doesn't he? The dish finds Langley. Henrico up early. 10-7 after one. We go to second quarter. Switching sides, Highland Springs. Oh, what a nice little head fake. All the way to the rack. Way to Okie Dokum. Nice play by the Springers. They weren't done either. They attacked the glass early and often, and oh, wow. Nice putback right there. Springers up 5 at that point with that bucket. Henrico, though, no panic in the Warriors. They come right back. Isaiah Reese for 2. Springers, could they answer? That's not a carry? Well, they call a foul and 1. The 2 is good. Springers up at the half by 2. Second half, third quarter, more Highland Springs. And this is all just yeoman's-like work down low up the glass. Just a lot of effort. A couple offensive rebounds. You haven't seen the last one, number 32. Here he comes again. Put it home, big fella. Yes, he does. The 3 ball is up, and it is in. Now, Tamon Jones, no points at halftime. Third quarter, he started to get some points. That's 3. Okay, he's got 3 in his arsenal. Highland Springs, the answer, however, from long range. That is up and in. Back come Jones, though, and Henrico. Up 29-26 after 3. Jones. Yes! He had 0 points going into the third. He would end up with 14 on the night to lead all scorers for Henrico. And when you can shoot, you can pass and get other guys open, and that's what he did. Isaiah Reese says, thanks for the pass. I'll finish it off for us. So does Deshaun Price. The price is right down low for Henrico. Count it and the foul. Springer's not going away, though. Down by 7, not anymore. A 3 ball up and in. Later. Springers still down single digits. They need to score. Great play by number 3, attacking down low. They're still not finished. Watson. He gets the steal, too. And a blocking foul count called on Henrico. We'd go to line and convert there as well. But Jones, in this defense, trying to find a way to get a stop. Highland Springs just keeps attacking. So here's the situation we have. They came all the way back. Henrico up double digits at one point, now only up by 1 with under 36 to go. They do have the basketball. Tamon Jones finally going to get fouled with about 12 seconds to play in the game. He made 4 straight critical free throws in this one for Henrico. Would it be enough? 50-47, 12 seconds to play. Highland Springs needs a 3, or a quick 2, or a 3. It's no longer a quick 2, bud. He's going to miss a layup. Henrico the rebound. A gritty road win for the Warriors, 52-47.
Meanwhile, the greatest West End rivals were back at it as Godwin and Freeman renewed acquaintances at the Eagles' Nest. Both teams up to this point have had solid campaigns. Both offer stifling defenses and offenses that make you work. And of course, the fans are always rowdy and ready.
So to the Eagles' Nest we go, the Godwin fans. Yeah, they are rowdy and ready. All dressed up, ready for this one. Freeman fans packing the joint as well. This game always gritty, always physical, and no matter what the record, always close. Both teams, well, Freeman already a double digits with wins. Godwin looking to get their 10th win of the season, starting off well. Scott McDonough up and in, driving to the lane. Godwin was the attacker in this one, early and often. This time, Corey O'Shea with the bucket. Godwin scored the first 3 field goals of the evening. Taking early advantage, McDonough again. And yeah, he's strong, he says. Back come the Freeman Rebels. Michael Fortune finds good fortune. That's good for 2 and 1. The old-fashioned three-point play. Eagles looking to strike back. And the key was a long ball. That one from the corner, count it. Number 13 doing the honors, Trayvon Booker, 13-7 Eagles after 1. Second quarter, the 3. No offensive rebounding, though. A big key, and then the second opportunity, Mr. Bradley Thomason. He would fill up the net in this one. Freeman in transition. Godwin's defense was really good. Freeman had to score most of their points in transition. They did just that. Joshua Hall doing the honors, but there he is, man of the hour. Bradley Thomason again would lead all scores with 14 points. And then switching the ball around. Godwin on fire from beyond the arc. They outscored Freeman from three-point land 21-9 in this one. They'd only have a three-point lead, though, as well as they played going into the half. Second half, Freeman having a tough time shooting outside, so they go inside. Caleb Kenny finds it. Godwin looking for the answer. And that's what this guy can do. Bradley Thomason, when he's lights out from beyond the arc, he can drive to the basket and score. He does that just there. And then finally, they did a good job of containing this guy, Gray Pappas. From beyond the arc, he scores 2, though, on the long J. The Godwin offense moving the ball very well from side to side. Thomason again with the answer. Godwin up 6. Doesn't sound like much, but in this game it kind of was. 36-30, fourth quarter. Freeman looking for answers. Finally finds it back of the net from 3. And Fortune gets it done. And then a little defense from the Freeman Rebels. Can't stop Gray Pappas all night long. He scores 2. And Freeman right back and just down by 1. But the Godwin Eagles, late down the stretch, when it mattered, they got big-time buckets. There was one right there on the dish. Number 23 getting it done, Jeremiah Carter-Johnson. And then offensive rebounding, again, a big key, because it means extra possessions. And Godwin going to take it right to the rack. Corey O'Shea, the dish, the score, the assist. And the Godwin Eagles win on their home floor against their heated rivals. And yeah, I believe that they will win, they chant. 50-44 is your final.
Well, it's back to the gym when we come back. One of the greatest gymnastics teams Freeman has ever had holds senior night and score high marks. Plus, Verina looks to keep rolling on the hardwood as they take their act to Lee Davis. Highlights are straight ahead.
Don't always have time to watch Sportswire on your TV? No problem. Episodes are available anytime on the web at watchsportswire.com. And it works just as well on your phone. Watch Sportswire anytime, anywhere at watchsportswire.com.
Welcome back to Sportswire. Let's go up-tempo. It was a packed house at the Hilton Hotel in Short Pump as players and coaches were honored in style.
Please welcome the Coach of the Year from Division 5 and Division 6 from Highland Springs, Lauren Johnson.
Congratulations to Highland Springs head coach Lauren Johnson, the Coach of the Year, at the banquet put together by the Touchdown Club of Richmond. Henrico County also had the Offensive Player of the Year, Billy Kemp of Highland Springs, and the Defensive Player of the Year, Hermitage linebacker Mateo Jackson. 9 Henrico players were all Metro first-team selections, while 7 more earned second-team honors. Back to basketball, where the Lady Highland Springs Springers continued their winning ways in a thrilling overtime win over Lake Taylor 67-65. Jada Walker had 23 points in the win and was named Most Outstanding Player of the game. The Springers' glue in the paint made a huge difference as well, as AZ Baycott brought home 15 rebounds and added 4 blocks. The Springers moved to 13-2 after a win over Patrick Henry later in the week. The Freeman Rebels swim team has been dominant in the water, and the results are paying off. Both the girls and guys teams swept the county championships and finished the regular season undefeated after beating Godwin, Deep Run, Tucker, and Glen Allen. Speaking of Rebels, former Freeman Rebel turned Ole Miss Rebel, Waleed Suleiman has been spectacular in indoor track. The freshman finished 4th overall in the mile at the Razorback Invite. Suleiman, with a time of 4 minutes and 4.71 seconds, records the 10th fastest mile in Ole Miss history, and the time is the 21st best in the nation this season. And it happens more often than you think. A player transfers to another high school during the season, then plays for his new school. It just doesn't happen that often in the postseason. Well, it won't happen anymore, after the VHSL closed the postseason transfer loophole. This comes after a Chesapeake football player transferred and played for Oscar Smith, who fell short in the state finals. Can you imagine a Devin Flowers or a Mateo Jackson moving to Highland Springs in the playoffs? Me neither, and we won't have to worry about that now.
To Freeman High School we go for gymnastics, and what a team this has been throughout the years.
3 of them were first-team All-Metro selections in the very first year of the All-Metro team. This is probably the most decorated group of gymnasts that has ever gone through Freeman.
Coach Kelly saying it best, this might be one of the best teams that Freeman has ever had. Might be the best, mainly because of a big three. Mallory Gervin seen here on the vault. Big-time numbers, 8.85, third place overall. Another reason, Cameron Shears. Little hop step on the landing, but degree of difficulty, 8.9. And Lacey Fisher, also on the vault. Check it out. Again, amazing jump, amazing vault, 8.95 to lead all gymnasts in the event. They are so deep and talented, especially the three of Hayes, Gervin, Shears. But right here, Lacey Fisher once again. She's come on strong too. That was her on the beam. And Lacey Fisher, 8.7, really strong, but it doesn't even crack the top three for Freeman because we're going back to Cameron Shears here. Don't try this at home. Oh my goodness. Cam Shears with an 9.6 on the beam. How about the bars? It's one of my favorite events to shoot because just the immense power and control these ladies have to have. Just check it out. More Shears for you. Perfect. Almost perfect. It's hard to get a score like this. Judges don't do it. 9.05. And when you're scoring over 9 on the uneven bars, you are doing something right. Erin Hayes, also on the bars here. She really got it going. Number 1 overall. Check it out. And a perfect landing to boot. 9.15, first place overall. Shears, Gervin, and McCarty, all arounds in this. But you know what? Deep Run was in this as well. Jesse Young. And Jesse paints a picture about how it's going to be on the uneven bars, getting a pretty solid score. Kindred Jones would have the high score for Deep Run, but Jesse Young, 7.1, not bad. Taylor Sloan-White got a 7.5. Let's go back now to the vault. Nice job there. Nice move there. Jesse scoring an 8.9. Very strong indeed. Here is Kindred, as I said earlier, from the bars. 8.5 overall. Caitlin Fair was more than fair in her scoring. Freeman will win this meet overall, and they'd be number 1 with an overall score of 141.5. Deep Run scored 133.75, finished second, and that included Atlee and Patrick Henry. But Caitlin Fair on the uneven bars doing great with an 8. Floor exercise, didn't show you much of this. She does terrific in this as well. 8.5. And Kindred Jones was the best on the floor for Deep Run with an 8.6. Freeman wins senior night. Well, the best team in the county, at least record-wise and seemingly talent-wise, on the floor. Verina traveling to Lee Davis. Lee Davis not having the best of years, taking on a tough Verina squad, but Davis hanging in there early. They had some brief moments, especially early in the first half. They get the 3 ball there. They actually have an early lead in this one, but too much Verina. Watch the extra pass. Number 23, Simone Pinchback, fires, finds Jason Nelson from outside. That is good. And then the extra pass again, dish, score it right off the head, but Pinchback takes care of that as well. Number 23 getting it done. And then inside, what a move by Jason Nelson, the freshman point guard. Verina moves so fast on offense and transition, you could hardly get him in time by the time they shoot the ball. Anthony Williams, another freshman, getting it done. And when you're trapped in the corner like that, normally bad things are going to happen to you. And that's what happened to Lee Davis. Again, this time it's Anthony Williams, and fast and furious and firing right to the rack. Put that one in and count it. Charles Tart, the junior, 6'2", he finds 2. Verina so many people that can fill it up. The teardrop, oh my! Nice little move right there by Wiggins. And then Wiggins dishes to the corner. Pocket for three, money ball, count it. All Verina in this one. Charles Tart connecting again, 26-12 after one quarter play, already up 14. This is a nice play by Lee Davis, a little behind the back pass. Gonna use the bank because it's open. Even late up there in Mechanicsville. Verina, they were filling it up once again from outside. Anthony Williams, one of the leading scorers on this team, but they really share the basketball well. Does Verina hard to defend, and they get another big victory in this one. Verina wins it going away, 91-52 is your final.
We have much more from the hardwood when we come back. The Lady Eagles look to avoid the upset against Freeman, but also face a tough Verina team on the road, plus top plays from January. See who takes the top spot. That's next.
Here's another 90-second history report.
He was famous as any president, yet never elected to public office. He's Benjamin Franklin, the multifaceted founding father. Born in Boston in 1706, the 17-year-old Franklin headed to Philadelphia to make his mark. While there, he started our first lending library, but his true literary achievement was publishing Poor Richard's Almanac. Using the pen name Richard Saunders, he wrote clever commentary that is still quoted today. Franklin invented the bifocals, the glass harmonica, the Franklin stove, and the lightning rod. And yes, his research on electricity really did involve a kite flying experiment. As a delegate from Pennsylvania, he proudly signed the Declaration of Independence. Franklin was opposed to the bald eagle as our nation's symbol. He thought the turkey was a better fit. He was an ambassador to France and England. He served as the first postmaster general and formed the first volunteer fire company. His name has even become a reference for wealth, since he appears on the $100 bill. So here it is in a nutshell. He came to Philly and made a name. Inventions in politics gained him much fame. His experiments were shocking. His writings were bright. He admired the turkey, and his pictures are still liked.
That's Benjamin Franklin in 90 seconds.
Welcome back to Sportswire. Back to the hardwood we go. Back to Verina High School, where number 22 in Godwin looking to get a big win on the road. Two very good teams in this one. Thea Clark goes down low to find her partner in crime for two. Verina can really shoot the basketball. Earlier in the year, I found out about this team and how well they can shoot it from long range. That is up and in for three. Whitney Hobson doing the honors, and then Godwin doing the honors defensively. A nice move right there. Once again, Thea Clark, really a great player for this team. 11 of 4 after one. Verina only 4 points in the first quarter. Godwin's defense playing big-time dividends. And then the patience on offense. Charlotte Clyde, the glide for two. Little short baseline jumper. And then from way deep, that is up and in. Number 23, Stephanie Bunce. And Godwin in control. Later, more Eagles. That is not in, but the offensive rebound puts it up and in. That's Charlotte Clyde and Godwin in control. Could Verina battle back? It would be gritty for them to get back in this one. 17-8 until that bucket. Cut it to 7. It was 18-10 at halftime. Only 18-10. Godwin going zone. Unbelievable shot. Wow. Whitney Hobson just throws that one up there and it works. How about from way downtown? Clark, the answer from long range. Godwin feeling good, looking good, up big. But Verina did not panic, and they started to shoot past the zone. Number 5, Sanaya Parker for 3. Then, looking for a screen. Long 2, that is good. Whitney Hobson gets back into the scores book again. We're tied at 23 going to the fourth and final stanza. Fourth quarter, still in the zone. Verina still shooting rainbows. Tahira Pryor, and then another long ball. No, this time inside. This is just toughness right here. Tori Dickerson connects. And the Blue Devils, once down double digits, took control in the fourth quarter when it mattered the most. This shot goes up and in. 37-32, Verina comes all the way back to win it. Well, back to the Eagles' nest. We stay with the Lady Eagles, taking on their rival, Douglas Freeman, up huge in this one. Nothing going Freeman's way except for that bucket. Monique Fountain drains at the senior. One bright spot for Freeman this season. Godwin, though, had all the answers. Up double digits, Haley Woods. And the inbounds play doing well as well. Haley Woods once again counted old-fashioned three-point play. Too much Godwin. Some of the bench players got involved in this one. Amelia Clyde from downtown connects on the three. The bench erupts. They love it. And the Eagles were all over Freeman in this one. There's Thea Clark once again. She's got a highlight reel in this edition of Sportswire against Verina and against Freeman. And too much Godwin on this night as the Eagles hold serve at home, beat Freeman big time. 46-16, your final. That brings us to the often imitated but never quite duplicated top plays of the month. Number 5 top plays for January. We got Verina, we got Highland Springs. Everybody likes a good dunk. So does Charles Tart, laying down the lumber and a big win for the Blue Devils. Number 4, let's go to some wrestling, shall we? Weight class 138. It's Ethan Barrett for Hermitage, taking down Nick Holden a deep run. He gets a pin in, get this, 19 seconds. Hermitage gets the win. Number 3, we saw this earlier on the bars, Aaron Hayes. Yeah, earlier in the show. Over 9 points on the uneven bars for Freeman. She made it one heck of a senior night for the Rebels as they win. They'll be heading on to regional play. Aaron Hayes with over a 9 on the uneven bars. Number 2, it is Hermitage, it is Tucker. Situation 59-58. Hermitage down by 1 with under 10 seconds to play. Zariah Jones at the buzzer! Yeah! Yeah, it's just a layup, but it's a buzzer-beating one. And Hermitage escapes with a win over Tucker. But number 1, for the first time ever in Sportswire, comes from the same game. Number 1 and number 2 for 3! Oh, my goodness! At half court, Micaiah Walker, almost nothing but nylon. The half-court shot is always going to be good enough for top play of the month.
Remember, if you have questions or comments about the show, just send me an email to this address, sportswire@henrico.k12.va.us, and you can always follow us on Twitter. I can't wait to see ya next time on Sportswire.